Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 3, Chapter 105. We're picking up. We are still in the Brelin Ballroom. We have managed to very diplomatically extract the Viscount from his promises to dance with Lady Splinterbone and from his promise to dance with the very charming Ardvin Telgriet. All that remains is to locate and secure a graceful understanding with Maudette, and we understand that Maudette must be somewhere upstairs, in the darkness-shrouded catwalks, amongst the webbing at her caps and spiders. When we last left off, we were standing at the base of this ladder, which is hidden behind a giant curtain.
Do we think that Maudette got taken up by a spider?
Polly's nodding his head. Is that what you think?
That's what I think.
Then we don't have to do anything.
Or maybe she's just in charge of the spiders.
That was my thought, but now I'm like, oh, maybe she just got taken.
Maybe we're golden.
I'm just saying I think that Maudette being an Ettercap is still on the table.
Got it. Hey, let's talk about Dancing with Vampires. How's everybody doing hit point wise? Do we have any blood drain situation going on here? And did any of you, I'm trying to remember from last time, did any of you give away your primary weapon?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
So we know that both Grip and Vic danced with the vampire. Grip took just a little bit of a hit of con damage, but did it affect your hit points?
A bit, but I'm still at my max is still 71, and I'm still at that.
Okay, and I believe I heard Johnny...
Just a obligatory, Jesus Christ!
There we go. Jesus Christ! And I believe I heard Johnny say to Katie that he now has fewer hit points than Dora. Is that true?
I'm reveling in this moment.
My max is 37. Somehow I'm down to 31, which I'm not sure of how that happened because I shouldn't have had any damage. So that I'm
bring it back
confused. All right, I'm going to make sure that that's actually
Whatever.
where it should be.
Probably it's good.
You get some hit points.
I mean, when I'm down like a third of my hit points and can't get any higher than that,
it matters.
That seems fair.
So, Polly raised a hand last time, indicating he wished to discuss the casting of some buff spells. So let us review what we know is up there. We know that it is shrouded in magical darkness. The only reason that Vic was able to see through it and see clearly all these Ettercaps was because he had a gem of true seeing. Grip and Dora have dark vision. They should be able to see through this all right. But without any magical light sources up there, neither Vic nor Dabwick will be able to. Have you taken a extract of dark vision?
Not yet.
Taking it now?
Sure.
And anything else y'all want to buff with? You still have a mage armor going, is that right, Katie?
Yes.
Right before we go up, and the timing's important for minutes.
Yeah.
Casting Blend and Slate Skin on myself, Cat's Grace on myself, and offering to cast Spider Climb on Grip.
Wow.
Yeah, let's try. Why not?
Okay, so Cat's Grace will increase your dexterity. Slate Skin's going to harden your skin into rock, increasing your armor class. Blend is going to allow you to blend into the shadows. We see Vic use this quite a bit. And then Spider Climb will give Grip an actual climb speed.
And then right before we go, Druidwick will change, will cast Vermin Shape on themselves and turn into a giant spider.
Oh my god. What size?
Medium. So it's a giant spider that's medium size.
You're going to turn into a spider exactly the same size as the spiders that are currently over your heads.
Yes.
Wow.
And do we have haste? Do I remember haste?
Barnabas has. We've got a scroll
I
of
have
haste.
a scroll of haste.
If we could get haste, it would be a good buff.
And I have third level slots. So yeah.
So Dabwick transforms, and you're doing that down on the floor here?
Behind the curtain.
Slip behind the curtain. The curtain expands out. And Dabwick now takes the form of a giant fucking spider, you all, which you have never seen.
Whoa.
Oh.
Vic sees all this happens like, oh, all right, well, I guess we're having a party, and he just starts popping extracts left and right.
All right, what's coming?
He drinks a blend. He drinks an expeditious retreat. He drinks a shield. He drinks a dark vision. He drinks a see invisibility. He's not going to drink his false face or his gravity gun, because neither of those are going to help.
And anything else for Dora besides the mage armor?
Yes, Dora will get very secretive.
Oh.
And
Tucked behind a curtain as well. Huh?
yes, and imagine sunlight bending through a prism, and she disappears from sight.
Invisibility.
But that being said, she says I can cast haste on this, but it is rounds per level, so it should happen closer to something happening.
Yes.
So you're going to
So
have that
I
scroll
will have
in
that
hand.
scroll to hand.
Very good. We're going to climb up this ladder.
Climb, climb, climb.
What's the order?
I think Spiderwick should
Spiderwick.
sneak up
We're
first
suddenly
if
in
possible.
the Spider-Man
Yeah, and I'll go
multiverse
behind
now
you.
too.
And then Vic pulls out the original alchemical torch
Yep.
and pours an oil of silence on it.
Sweet.
Ooh. How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And it's not actually being used.
Exactly. Yeah, this is absolutely the place to use your consumable items because drink those potions.
Oh man, can you imagine?
those wands.
Can you imagine if we had wands of like anything right now?
No, I
That
can't
would be
imagine that.
amazing. I can't imagine it.
I literally cannot imagine it.
So, Dabwick is going up first in spider form, followed by Grip. Who's next?
Do you want to go?
Sure, yeah. Up to Daisy.
Says a voice floating out of the darkness.
I guess that's you, Dora. Or am I just hearing voices?
There's so many ways I can speak with you. It's creepy. Which should I choose?
You do have a bit of the creep about you.
Okay. Do you have dark vision in this form, Paul?
I do get the dark vision for 60 feet and a +2 resistance bonus on mind affecting effects.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I'm a vermin and climb 30 feet.
As you climb this ladder behind the curtain while the party continues below you, up, you get to that point about, 40 feet off the floor where the darkness starts to set in. And you go from being able to see across the vast expanse of this ballroom, which is like 150 feet by 200 feet. It's huge. And then the world just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and quieter and quieter and quieter. And pretty soon, only due to the fact that you now all have dark vision, are you able to see anything at all. And the extent of your vision is now limited to just a hard boundary of 60 feet. So you know, as you get up there, when you get to the top of this ladder, you will not be able to even see the entirety of this catwalk.
But just point of order.
Yeah.
The silence, the oil of silence, is that making us silent too, or
No.
just on the when you fire? Or
Only on
how does it work?
only on the alchemical.
Okay.
No, so the cacophony happening below,
Yeah.
in addition to this area being visually masked, it seems as though there may as well be some sort of sound barrier, probably some silence effect, some magical silence effect that is keeping the noise from below to being heard up here, and keeping whatever happens up here from being heard down below.
But not making it impossible for us to talk.
No. It seems more like a barrier rather than
I mean, not
the
that I
entire
care,
area of
but
silence.
we do have other spells.
Exactly. Are you attempting to be stealthy as you make your way up to the 60-foot mark as you see the approach of the
Sure, why
catwalks?
not?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get some stealth checks. Let's start with Spiderwick.
21.
And Spider Grip.
Let's just see. It could be worse. That's a 16 for a 15.
Perfect. Vic.
37.
And remind me, both Dabwick and Vic are blended, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dora.
Well, here goes nothing. 12.
Very good. Dabwick, in spider form, crests to the top of this ladder and click-clacks out onto this 5-foot wide catwalk that is suspended by chains from a ceiling that you cannot see because the ceiling above you also disappears into darkness. Oh, but you got 60 feet. No, I guess you can see just 60 feet above the height of this catwalk, you can see this giant vaulted ceiling these chains are bolted into, holding up a catwalk that seems to extend around the outside edges of the room at a distance of about 15 feet from the exterior walls, which probably explains why those particular areas below were the focal points for webs coming down. It's very easy to stand on these catwalks and look down near the edges of the room. Give me a perception check, Dabs.
18.
And your stealth is 21.
Yes.
So as Dabs spider ticker-tackers out onto the platform and Grip...
My stealth was a 32. Forgive me.
Oh, because you're invisible. Thank you, that's a great reminder. Give me a perception check for Gripper too, as well.
18.
Okay, great. So, Dabwick, moving slowly and blending into the surroundings, makes their way out onto the catwalk. Grip crests up to the top of the ladder, Vic and Dora right below him. The two of you on the catwalk immediately are able to see two giant spiders out in the middle of this vast empty space, clinging into the web-filled air. They're about 5 feet long. The legs are probably over 10 feet. They are as big as Dabwick is right now. And you can also spot one ettercap off to the north along this catwalk. Again, these are these purple human-sized humanoids, very, very muscular and bulgy, 6 eyes on the head. The arms end in scythe claws, and then it has this dangling, useless, boneless third arm coming out of it. You see it drooling this black Icarus sludge that bears remarkable resemblance to the sludge that's coming out of the Viscount's mouth, but except instead of splatting and making a mess on the catwalks, as it leaves their mouth, Paul and Robert, you see it kind of dissolve in the air like smoke. Yeah. Let me take you to this map now.
Huh.
Knowledge dungeoneering? No, I already did one.
Already did that. This is not normal ettercap biology.
Is the third arm normal?
No.
Yeah.
All right, do y'all have vision now?
Yes.
Yes. As
So-
much as I would rather not.
You can see that this catwalk is following the eastern wall as you're coming up. It goes to the north and goes to the south. At the north, it takes a curve and runs along the northern wall of the ballroom, but both to the south and to the north, it eventually extends out of your entire range of vision. You cannot see where it goes. Okay, so as you look at this map, all that area that is depicted artistically with webs is filled with webbing. And these two giant spiders you can see, are they visible to you on the map?
I can only see
I
one.
can see one in the
Okay.
ettercap.
All right. They might be out of...
I can
they're
see both.
further than 60 feet away from... Okay, well, okay, then you can see what you see, but there is at least one giant spider visible to all of you, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So they are suspended in the air, moving their way through all this webbing in the air. It's really insane. You can't see below you. You can barely see above you, and they just appear to be silently moving through space, just grabbing from strand to strand to strand to strand. Very calmly, like their attention is mostly focused down, as is the attention of this ettercap to the northwest of you on the edge of the platform, who is staring down over the edge, but whose attention is 100% drawn by the sound of Grip hauling his bulk out onto this catwalk. And we are immediately in combat. Everybody roll initiative.
Fine state of affairs.
We very often have the same initiative.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
Dabwick.
5.
Oh, Gripper.
17.
Oh, nice. Okay. Victor.
7.
And Dora.
Also 7.
Oh, hey, who wants to go first?
We could roll for it.
I cede the turn to you,
Let's see.
Vic.
Okay.
I'm below you on the ladder, so I don't know what the fuck is going on.
We're going to call this a surprise round because at this particular moment, it is the Ettercap who heard the grip coming up, and actually the spiders here in range did not. I biffed that perception check quite handily. So, for this surprise round,
Oh, unless you want me to go first so I can do the thing.
Grip dragging his ass up onto this very narrow catwalk over just webs and open space. Sees this Ettercap, who is not attempting to hide, sees that it hears you, and you and this surprise round, Gripper, are going to get a standard action or a move action. You can tell that you've caught the Ettercap's attention, and it's going to make an action very soon.
Can I hold for Dora?
Am I gonna go?
Go,
I'm all invisible like.
and you're 10 feet down. I don't think she would know to go until she saw you do something.
Gotcha, okay.
Indicating that a fight is starting, you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Okay.
As a swift action, his eyes will roll in the back of his head, his face goes slack, his neck will go crack.
Yeah.
And he will take the dedicated adversary feat and will take Ettercap
Okay.
as his favored enemy.
Yeah.
And then he will, just to clear some space for Dora, he'll just move 10 feet in front of Dabwick.
Heading out.
Move 10 feet to be 5 feet in front of Dabwick.
So, Grip steps past giant spider Dabwick along this very narrow catwalk into where this sort of side jut of catwalk meets the main row, the main eastern north-south passage. Give me a perception check there, buddy.
He is too sexy for this cat.
For me?
Yes.
That's a 19 on the die for a 28.
As you're edging past Dabwick, you see. So these catwalks are, of course, covered in web detritus and bits of bone and splashes of blood and like a hand here or there, part of a face. You do notice that square right in front of where Dabwick is standing has a particularly organized look about the webbing, like there's kind of been a space cleared that somebody could step into. Looks suspiciously like some kind of snare is set in that
This
square.
is in what square?
The square that your token is currently in.
Then he will see that
Yeah.
and decide to not move forward, and he'll point it out to...
Oh, call Dab's attention to it.
Yeah.
All right, so swift action and then an aborted move action. Very good. In this surprise round, next up is the Ettercap.
Shocking that they beat us in initiative. Shocking.
At the sound of Grip heaving himself up onto the catwalk, moving forward, moving back, pointing out this clearly trapped area, it hunkers down, dripping this awful black saliva, which is steaming and smoking in the air, and it runs along the catwalk. 5, 10,
Love it.
15.
Love it.
20, 25, 30. It's looking to head off the group as this out jut of the catwalk meets the catwalk proper. As it comes around the corner, and the two of you who are up there staring it in the... Oh no, there, boy. All four of you can see it now, right? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So, clinging to the ladder 60 feet above the floor, Vic and Dora, and then Grip and Dabwick standing on this catwalk as this Ettercap comes racing around the corner and its saliva is dripping out of its mouth. Its eyes start to glow red. This black sludge steams in the air, and you feel an absolute sense of horror and fear sink into your bowels. We're going to check some sanity, and we're going to check against fear.
Which do you want first?
let's do a round of sanity checks. This will be a will save. Dabwood.
18.
Holding firm. Just 1 point of sanity damage. Gripper.
17.
Same thing for the Gripper, which means madness. Put your head to that for a second. Vic.
That's a natural 1 or an 8.
Okay. 2 points of sanity damage for Vic.
Oh, bad dream. Bad dream.
No longer dormant. We got to raise that will save penalty for you now.
Oh, excellent.
And Dora.
24.
All right, just 1 point for Dora. She's fine. This is deeply unnerving for Dabwick, who actually recognized these creatures, and these are normally mortal humanoid creatures. I mean, they're weird, but this extra arm, the extra grotesque purple quality about them, these burning red eyes, the way they're dripping this saliva, there's something unnatural, supernaturally terrifying about these things, and it's striking Dabwick as, I don't think these are just ettercaps, y'all. Absolutely. Hey, Robert, talk to me about madness. What do you think he's feeling?
I think it's a culmination of him being really good up to this point.
Yeah.
Of being able to look at all this awfulness and maintain and keep his composure, and this is just... It's like a bridge too far, man. This is the one. He's holding it together, and this is just the one. The weirdness of it is just the one thing that has pushed him over the edge.
I got it. He's suffering from delirium, experiencing decreased cognition and attention, especially feelings of frustration when you do not realize that your concentration is being impaired. So he's grappling with a sense of, I had it all together, I don't have it all together. This crunch-wise, it's not going to hit you too hard. It's going to be a -2 penalty on any wisdom and intelligence-based checks, which will affect your ability to be a sailor. And you cannot take 10 or 20 on any check. Okay. So you're experiencing a cognitive dissonance between, I thought I was doing so good at this, everything was going so well. What am I even looking at? What do I see?
That's bad. Not being able to take a 20 on a concentration check to leave the Dreamlands is bad.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it is.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh.
I
think we just found what the actual crunch that's going to hurt you is.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yes and no. It just means that, like, you have to technically keep rolling it until you hit a 20.
But that's what taking a 20 is. If you can't do that, I mean...
Yeah, that means that physically you would have to sit there and roll and go, okay, this is 6 seconds, this is 6 seconds, this is 6 seconds.
Yes, but, I mean, so we've established, like, when trying to do this under pressure...
Right.
Grip takes damage to his body in order to make these rolls easier. I think he would have to.
That's the only. I mean, that would be the only recourse, right?
Yeah.
Is to do that, even if there's not. If it's not a
life and death situation.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we're looking at there's no pain-free way out anymore. He's going to have to ravage his body to get out, even when trying to wake up under a situation of no stress.
And if we're calling it delirium, I think he starts giggling at this red eye glowing. What is that?
I love it. All right, so in this surprise round, it has only managed to halfway close the distance to you all.
I'm gonna kick myself.
Yeah, we have to do the remove.
There's a will save too, right? There's a fear thing.
There's a fear thing.
Because if there's one thing I like to do after failing one will save,
it's immediately
just
making
do
another
one.
Well, I tell you what, there's nothing better than rolling a 1 on your will after it's been down, and then knocking your will down another 1. So I'm right there with you.
What'd you get, Gripper?
Well, I haven't rolled it yet.
Roll it up,
Rob. All right. So it would be a 22, but with a -2, it's a 20.
Hey,
Nice.
pretty much guaranteed I'm going to fail it now.
You are okay.
Woohoo!
Dabwick.
That's a 17.
You spending any shame points?
Oh, That's a yes. I rolled a 6 on that action point, so I'm up to
Nice.
23.
You're okay. Vic.
Oh, bad dream, bad dream, bad dream.
Is this a extraordinary spell-like or supernatural ability of an aberration?
It is.
That is a 19, and I'm keeping that.
And Dora.
Bye, guys. 9.
Oh no.
Man, you got the natty one.
Oh, boy. All right.
Got the natty 2.
Oof.
Everyone hold it together except for Dora, who is now shaken. -2 in all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. She's in a state we're accustomed to experiencing with the Gripper. Everyone else holds it together. Vic, you're up.
I'm going to go first, I think.
Okay, Dora, clinging to the ladder 60 feet or 50 feet above the floor,
I open the scroll of haste.
linking your arm through the rungs of the ladder.
You can't see my robe that makes this possible. So the ink on the scroll appears to disappear just into my clothing,
Yeah,
which sort of bursts with some Barnabas-like light energy, whatever. And then I can cast a spell. But I might have to do a spellcraft check, or this is on my list. Haste.
You have already deciphered it.
I have already deciphered it.
Anything that that you
okay.
create in downtime, I'm going to
Great,
say
great.
you've
Okay.
deciphered it.
Awesome. Then
That would be shitty of me to make you now make a
right.
spellcraft check to cast it.
So we all have haste.
And since we haven't, I don't think we've cast this, have we? Let's read through what that does.
While we're paused, I used an action point, and I don't know if I really needed to. And I know that the ship has sailed, but can you hear me out for just a second? There's a +2 racial bonus on saves versus fear that I forgot, and a +2 because of my polymorph as a spider effect on mind affecting.
Take your action point back.
Thing. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Apologize.
I'm not in the business of being shitty tonight.
I apologize.
Next time. Next
You
time.
old softy.
Next time, be shitty.
When making a full attack action, a hasted creature may make one extra attack with one natural or manufactured weapon. The attack is made using the creature's full base attack bonus plus any modifiers appropriate to the situation. Not cumulative with similar effects, etc. A hasted creature gains a +1 bonus on attack rolls and a +1 dodge bonus to AC and reflex saves. Any conditions that make you lose your dexterity bonus to armor class, if any, also make you lose your dodge bonuses. All of the hasted creature's modes of movement, including land movement, burrow, climb, fly, and swim, increase by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the subject's normal speed using that form of movement.
Dora hastes the party. Vic!
I know that I said that I wouldn't cast Gravity Gun, but since I actually pulled out the alchemical torch and put Oil of Silence on it in the thought of using it, would I have used it? I'm okay if the answer is no.
No, I'm not in the business of being shitty tonight. You got it.
All right. I want to try to do something really cool, like pull the alchemical torch and fire from right here, but I think probably what I'd do is actually just climb up the ladder
I buy it.
and move to in front of... Am I able to avoid the trap?
Give me a perception check.
How far over the party are we?
60 feet.
Yeah.
Sorry, to clarify, Johnny, your intent is to step through the space, right?
Is to I'm wondering if it's the sort of thing where I have to stop and disable the trap, or if I'm able to pass through it without setting it off. But perception for the trap is 15.
All right, you're aware that it's there because Grip called it out. You actually can't quite make it out.
Oh man.
It's cunningly hidden among the detritus. So you know it's there. The character knows it's there, but he can't see it. So you can't step through it in a way such as to avoid it.
And I can't even disable it because I can't see it.
Right.
And I can't take another turn to try to set it off, right?
Well, so this is a surprise round. You climbed up the ladder, moved in front of Grip, looked down, didn't see it. Well, I think we'll move on from here and hit you at the top of next round.
Sounds good.
And at the end of this surprise round, it is Dabwick. You got a move action or a standard action. Grip was able to successfully point out the what looks like a snare of webbing at your feet, which, based on that knowledge check you made on Ettercaps, that is normal Ettercap behavior. Like they do make cunning web-based traps.
In giant spider form, may I walk on webs?
You may leave the catwalk and walk out into the open space of this map. 100%.
Amazing. Amazing.
Movement unimpeded.
And doubled.
Yes.
And doubled. All right, so Dabwick's going to go...
Oh, to open up some space for your pals. Whew, wow. That's a fun choice, Paul. That makes this map a lot less brutal than it already is.
You could get into a flanking position on the other side of the Ettercap.
In open air!
In open air.
So Dabwick steps off the catwalk. Spiderwick steps off the catwalk to the south.
Into open space, clinging to the webs.
Clinging to the webs. And then vaulting over the
back over the catwalk to the south.
To the south, across to the west, back into open space.
Now 10 feet away from a giant spider, nimbly moving
around
its threatened area. Skirting the threatened area of the Ettercap. Amazing.
To get behind them.
Holy crap. All right, so ending 5 feet out in open space, clinging easily to the webs, threatening the Ettercap on the catwalk. Oh, that's fun. All right, we are at the top of round 1. The closest spider number 1, I'm going to call it the one that Dabwick just skirted around. Thwack. You're not moving. Climbing through the open air, over the catwalk, and now, like Dabwick is threatening the Ettercap from the open space, this spider is now threatening Grip. Here comes a bite attack, Gripper.
I dare you.
10. Nope. Okay, that's a miss.
Oh, it's party.
The other spider that was on the center of the room takes a double move through the open air over the catwalk and ends up about 15 feet away from Vic and Grip. A third spider comes from the northwest and after a double move ends up about 15 feet away from Spiderwick. And then from the southwest, another one comes into view. They're all converging on the party. Spiders all clinging to the webs in air around you all. That's double moves from all of them. Only one attack this round, though. All right, Grip, you are up then.
Then we're going to do a full hasted attack on giant spider number 1 with the Vorpal Scimitar! So that's an additional +2 because of his dedicated adversary.
Nice.
17 on the die for a 30.
Yes, that is a hit. That is a hit.
That's for 6 points of damage.
Cleave a leg off.
Attack number 2. That's no good. That's a 2 on the die.
You sure? What's your total?
9, 10, 11. 11.
Do you want to use any of your various stamina points? These things don't seem overly fast.
Just big bugs.
And overly armored.
I'll spend 4 to go up to 15.
Hit. Well spent. Pushing yourself beyond normal human orcish limits.
5 points of damage.
Bloodying the spider.
Final bonus haste attack. That's a 21.
Yeah, definitely. That's a hit.
Another 1 on the die. Stupid 6-sider for another 5.
And you kill it.
Hey.
Glass jaw spiders.
Run away now, spiders. That's what you have in store for you.
Are you giving them combat advice?
Oh, shit.
They get +2. They get +2. Damn it. Ettercap is up. The one that is being threatened by Spiderwick whips around in fear and concern, and that thing that Dora is looking for, do these recognize what this is? Yeah. These eyes are flaring red on top of its head. both the two of you give me a planes check.
Yes.
Ooh, natural 20. 34.
34.
30.
The more you're going to see this thing in action, as it moves, as it turns, the way its body dissolves into smoke as its own fluids leave it, you start connecting some lines, and you're recognizing some similarities in what happened with the edges of the Tatterman's wrappings, what happened with the edges of the Tatterman's fingers. As he would turn through space, like bits of him would dissolve and trail off into nothing. These are nightmare ettercaps.
Great!
With these rolls, combined with what you already knew, yeah, you're pretty golden here. They've got damage reduction that can only be overcome by good or silver weapons. You might recall all this build-up towards the Tatterman fight. They also regenerate 5, and that regeneration is turned off with good spells and weapons or silver weapons. You know that they have these various fear auras and frightful presence, which we've already experienced. They're continuously under an effect of protection from good. And then they have a packet of spell-like abilities in the realm of nightmare, dream, detect thoughts, suggestion, shadow walk, that sort of thing. But I think the thing that Dora in particular would remember, the thing that she was smart enough to realize from a meta level last time, is these type of creatures do have a supernatural ability to feign death in a way that is very difficult to see through. So don't assume they're dead when you kill them, would be the thing I think the three of you would, of course, especially remember.
Yep.
Yep.
Yup.
All right. But it turns on Dabwick. It is sending out pheromones and twitches in a way that seems to indicate it's attempting to communicate with you, and it seems to not be getting the signals that it expects. It's gonna take a full attack on you. Here comes a bite. 20.
Miss.
First claw. 23.
Miss.
Wow. And a miss. 3 misses as it lashes out with a bite, and huge scythe arms raking through the air, and Spiderwick is just easily maneuvering the webs around themselves to parry these blows and hoist themselves out of this creature's attack. It's pretty fucking cool.
Spiderwick. Spiderwick.
From the south, you see a second similar nightmare ettercap racing up the catwalk towards you all. As it comes into view, I don't need to check sanity again, but I do need to check against fear from everybody. Shit. As these 6 blazing eyes and this cloud of dissolving smoke roiling around this Spider-Man comes racing towards you. Who's closest? Vic.
Bad dream. Bad dream. Sweet, that's a 24.
I know what you are.
Grip.
With the -2 for the delirium, that's a giggling 14.
Okay, you keeping it?
Yeah.
Dora.
I rolled a 13 on the die, used an action point for 19.
And Spiderwick.
Rolled a 17 on the die, plus 12, plus 4 more. We're talking about a 33.
Everyone holds their shit together.
Oh.
Nobody's shaking.
Might not have needed the action.
Well, I mean, hanging on the side of a ladder is not when you want to all of a sudden go from shaken to running away.
I do not want to run away into this party by myself.
No.
Outside of anyone's vision, down to the southwest, not too far from where directly over the Viscount's throne might be, you hear the clicking and clacking of similar ettercap claws clacking on this wooden platform.
Christ.
And then coming from the northwest, you can see another one making its way towards you. It's taking a double move and still ends up quite far away at this point, not in immediate range. Dora, you're up. You're clinging to the ladder, 60 feet above the floor. You're 5 feet below where Grip just slaughtered one spider, and you're just like 20 feet away from this Ettercap harassing Dabwick, but you're in a really bizarre position here.
All I'm going to do is give combat advice to people.
Staying invisible?
Yep.
Got it.
So Dora uses the knowledge of remembering the Tatterman to give Dabwick combat advice against the Ettercap, and
specifically calling out this warning about don't believe it when it's dead, I bet, because Dabs did not experience that firsthand.
Yes. And I'll also... Vic has a ranged weapon, so I'll also give it to Vic.
Do you have to be able to see me to do that?
Oh,
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does.
So I won't. I'll give it to Grip against the spider.
Yeah, spider number 2, that's getting close.
And then hearing these other Ettercaps and really not wanting to fall off this ladder as a swift action, Dora's going to let Tima out, who is immune to fear.
Oh, perfect. And
has...
Yeah, what kind of DR?
DR5 Cold Iron.
Oh, hey, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's really awesome.
It's really the best one.
It is. All right, Vic is up next. Vic is 15 feet away from a spider in the air, 15 feet away from an Ettercap on the platform, the one attacking Dabwick, and about 30 feet away from this second Ettercap approaching from the south. It does appear at this moment as though none of them have spotted you. You know you are 5 feet in front of a trapped space that you can't parse.
Am I able to do another perception check?
If you want to take an action to do so, yeah. Or else you can jump over the square. Like that, that's an easy option too.
Oh, if I can jump over the square, then I'll just do that.
Acrobatics check, DC, let's see, you can't get a 10-foot running start. DC 10.
Does being immune to fear suppress things like shaken for the duration?
Oh, when you let Tima out, 100%. Yeah, no, your character is not shaken right now.
I will jump over it, and I can't fail it because I already have an acrobatics total of 10 right now. So,
perfect.
I leap over it, going, and I go around the corner on the thing, and I won't be able to take a full round attacks, right? So
correct, right.
Yes,
this is a move action to leap over the trapped square and edging south on the catwalk, kind of putting yourself equidistant from the two Ettercaps. 10 feet away from the giant spider closing in on Grip.
I changed my mind. I'm going to move right behind Ettercap number 1. And as I go, I'm dumping the alchemical cartridge that's in the original alchemical torch out. Mm-hmm. And as a free action, I load it with a silver alchemical cartridge.
Sweet.
Narrowing my eyes as I come up behind Ettercap number 1. I make it my studied target. Take aim.
You're going to fire within...
It can't see me.
100%. Do it.
That's what I'm doing. And this is with gravity gun on.
And this is flat-footed because it cannot see you yet.
21 touch minus 4, a 17 touch.
Exploding into view next to the Ettercap as your silver cartridge explodes into the Ettercap. How much damage?
11.
11 points of damage?
Plus, I'm going to go ahead and blow my thing and see if it's enough to take it out. Probably won't, but... Oh, that's 6 plus another... 6. Oh my gosh. So that is 12 plus 11. That is 23 points of damage.
That's fantastic.
Not quite enough to kill it, but 100% enough to bloody it with a single shot.
And suppress its regeneration for at least this round, yeah?
Exactly.
And then reload as a free action.
Fantastic.
And you're right there.
Dabwick, you are up. You are an easy 5-foot step onto the catwalk into a flanking position. Oh, no.
Yes.
He's not... If he doesn't have a melee weapon...
I have an
improvised
weapon
in his hand. Yep.
So +2 for flanking, +2 for combat advice. Sweet.
You gonna bring those teeth to bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And full round action, does that mean I can attack twice?
Yes, you can attack with your bite 2 times.
Okay. First attack. That was a natural 20.
Yes. And what's your backup confirmation roll?
Crit confirm is a 26 plus.
Critical bite from Spiderwick.
On a repressed regeneration round.
And for damage, 12.
And with that, Dabwick bites it in half and kills it. And thanks to its regeneration being shut off, it does indeed die. Nightmare Ettercap 1 down.
Not fake down.
Look at that teamwork.
Oh,
Did you do both attacks? Or did you just do one attack?
I just did one.
you can still attack
Maybe
Vic.
do that second attack just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bite it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still with flanking.
Give me a will save.
Give you a will save?
Oh no.
Oh, will save was a natural 1. With 12 is a 13.
Okay, what's your attack roll?
My attack roll was another natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Crit confirm, natural 20.
You see
Oh my god.
Dabwick in spider form fucking savage this Ettercap. Rip it into pieces and fling bits of it out into the webbing. It is clear to everybody that thing is fucking dead.
Boom.
It doesn't have just a little wound. It's in multiple
Team is like,
pieces.
yeah.
That's the end of round 1. Top of round
Don't know
2.
who that spider is, but fuck all.
Oh, wow. Spiders are up. That was particularly
Gruesome.
gruesome.
Almost a deterrent, you'd think, wouldn't you?
I know, it's just too bad that they're mindless vermin, isn't it?
Even more so that they're mindless vermin.
Spider number 2, the one that was closing in on Grip, finishes that close, hanging out in space over the party so far below that, and again, like you can barely hear it. It's like you're swimming in this haze of darkness and silence as nightmare creatures are racing at you from all sides. Here comes a bite. Nothing. Garbage.
Good.
Spider 3 easily closes with Dabwick and takes a bite. Garbage. Spider 4 is going to close with
The Ettercap.
That other
for it.
spider made it look so good. So
Wow. Johnny,
Go ahead,
it's just outside of a single move for it. So let's take a double move to close with Vic. So right now you've got Dabwick and Vic on this catwalk. Each of them has a spider dangling in open space to their west. Grip, you're up.
we're gonna do another full attack since he was kind enough to move into my range.
Yeah, that's the other advantage, Katie, to them being mindless.
Okay, so you're not completely cheating.
It's the stupidest thing this thing could possibly do.
So this is
Haste is good.
Haste
Yeah.
is
Thank you, Barnabas.
that's a 19.
Hit.
Yeah, we learned earlier that that's pretty good. I guess.
Definitely a hit.
That's better for 9 points of damage.
Nice. It is bloodied,
Second attack,
cutting deep into its carapace.
25
Yeah, it's good.
for another 9 points of damage.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Great, that's all I got then.
Take that, spider. Ettercaps are up.
One of them's dead.
One of them is very much dead. This one that's approaching from the south is not mindless. It eyes Vic from 30 feet away, 30 feet to the south on this catwalk. There's probably a moment of, like, you can see it wanting to spring forward and savage you, but it stops, opens its mouth, and blasts a glob of webbing at you. This will be a ranged touch attack. 19.
Gunslinger's Dodge. I'm going to drop prone to gain a +4 bonus to AC against the triggering attack.
Uh-huh.
So I duck out of the way and it misses me. 'Cause
how sweet.
I got a.
But now you're prone at the foot of the other giant spider.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a
is
problem.
what it
it's
is.
a problem
That's
for
a next
future.
round problem.
That's a next round problem.
Future Vic problem.
I'm not like now completely wrapped up by this spider web thing.
Third Ettercap,
Bring it.
racing along the northern line of this catwalk. just hits the corner about 10 feet away from Dabwick. And as it comes racing into view, I need more saves against fear from the lot of yous.
Not from me.
Let's go closest to furthest. Dabwick.
14.
Keeping it?
Yes.
Vic.
Bad dream. That is, it's a 26.
Fail.
It wasn't 14. It wasn't 14. It was 18.
Yeah.
Oh, because of your spider stuff.
Because of my stars.
And Gripper.
That's a fuck you for a 22.
Wow.
Damn, guys.
Wow,
we're
crushing
not
it. And
afraid of these other cats.
that's it. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Okay. All right. So, and you can hear the one that you had heard clicking around down to the southwest outside of your range of dark vision is silent this round. Tima is up, clinging to the ladder.
Oh, she just wants in on this.
On the bloodletting?
Yes.
Yes.
So she looks at that one to the northwest.
Yeah, number 3.
Fuck you. Summons her cruelty and casts Mind Thrust 3 on it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm checking.
That's what the spell slots are full of.
Great. All right, here comes a will save. 14.
No. 32 points of damage.
It crumples in a wet, dead heap.
Oh.
Kill it in a single blow. Ichor. Even more ichor leaking out of its face holes.
I might, though, go down a bit on the ladder.
The fight's getting awfully close, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not invisible anymore.
Nope.
So I think I'll go down a bit. 30 feet or so.
We're in combat. I'm going to make you make climb checks now if you want to do that.
Is it the distance or just doing that?
It's the fact that there is threat in the air, and if you slip and fall, then there's a consequence to
I
that.
don't want to make a climb check.
Though there
I'll
is
tell you that
webbing below
much.
you, it does look like it maybe it would catch you.
You're not going to get me like that. Can I do a 5-foot step down a ladder?
I think if you're going to climb, you got to roll it.
I don't want to.
I know. I mean,
I might just stay
this is
there and cast invisibility next round.
yeah, this is a really precarious position.
Yeah.
It's a really dangerous position. So you're just going to hang tight there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vic, you are up. You are face down on the catwalk with a giant spider looming over you.
Vic ignores the giant spider and narrowing his eyes at Ettercap number 2 that is 30 feet away and spending 2 points of grit, he is going to take aim with the alchemical torch and fire. So he's going to provoking attacks of opportunity.
All right, that spider will oblige you, my friend.
Go for it.
Here come the teeth. Fucking hell. Yeah, it misses.
Yeah!
Even with the +4 because you're prone.
Yay!
Want to know what its attack bonus is?
Nope. Don't want to know?
All right, roll on the Ettercap.
All right. Here we go. 32.
It's a hit, obviously.
Which will do 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes.
And then the next shot is...
Are these still silver cartridges?
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I'm loading in there. Second one is a 20 touch for another... Yeah.
Hit.
For another 11, and I'm going to blow my studied thing to add... That's 3 and another 4. So that was a total of 18 on that one and 10 on the other one.
Seems to be barely clinging to life. 2 huge blows against the second Ettercap from the ground underneath the teeth of the giant spider.
And then I load as a free action.
Love to hear it. Spiderwick, you are up. You've got a giant spider harassing you, and you're surrounded by a lot of Ettercap corpses.
Yeah, the one to the north, I'm not quite sure if that one's dead
No,
yet.
you're not. You could take a 5-foot step and use your turn to savage it.
Honestly, I think that's what I'm going to do. And that will provoke an attack of opportunity?
No,
No,
because
it's a
you're just
5-foot
fighting with
step.
your teeth. You're good.
Oh, good.
Gonna go to town on it?
Going to go to town on it.
Give me a will save.
Is this against fear or?
It is not.
Okay.
It's against the feign death ability.
Right. Holy crap! My will saves are junk today. 14. +2 saves versus divinations and enchantments.
I'll tell you this: as you approach and you begin to lean in to make this attack, that's a dead Ettercap. There's like nothing left inside of its head that it could possibly stand up and use to operate any attacks against anybody. I would say this would leave you with a single attack, not a full attack.
Great.
Seem fair?
That very fair. Thank you.
All right, so you can take one attack on the third spider.
That's a 24.
Hit.
That's 7 points of damage.
Nice. Top of round 3. Spiders are up. Okay, interesting. Vic is prone. Spider 3 and Spider 4 are each going to take 5-foot steps onto the catwalk to flank Vic on the ground and take a single bite attack. So +4 to their attack because you're prone.
There's that trap space.
+2 because of flanking. Here we go. 20. What is it? I have to get this right. 24.
Miss.
Yeah, you're watching. You are watching Vic rolling back and forth as these huge spider teeth are thudding into the platform. He's just ducking and weaving, dodging back and forth, rolling
amazing.
side to side. That is some pretty fucking cool shit, man. Are there any other living spiders? No, that's all I got left. Grip, you're up. You are behind the trap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does my spider climb let me move amongst the webbing? I don't think it does, but it couldn't hurt to add.
Could you move along the side of the catwalk?
Or on the bottom of the catwalk.
Yeah. Could definitely do on the bottom of the catwalk.
Oh shit, yeah. So I see nothing in the spell that would indicate you could do this very special thing that spiders do with their own particular webs, but you could absolutely like bend over the side of the catwalk,
awesome.
scramble along the bottom, and come up where you want to.
You're
So
spider grip,
would I be
really.
able to
So cool.
let's see.
This is a fun fight.
By crawling on the bottom of the catwalk, could I get to there in a single move?
You're hasted.
You're
I
hasted.
am hasted. Fuck yes, I
100%.
can. Of course. So he's going to do that as he climbs over the ledge. He gives Dorotima a quick look and
Yeah.
realizes that that's probably fucking Tima. And so on his way, as he's moving, he says, "I got to go kill something. Try not to put a hit on anyone while I'm gone."
And then Grip goes over the edge, scrambles along the underside, underneath Spider 4, underneath Vic, underneath Spider 3, and pops up at the end of his move, into the right into 5 feet away from Spider 3.
And much as he'd like to take more than one attack, that's all he'll be able to take.
Oh.
But add flanking.
You're flanking.
But
Yeah,
add flanking, right?
Add 2.
So that's 21
Yeah.
for 7 points of damage.
And you're doing this holding the scimitar even. Right? Like that's also the visual. Clinging upside down to the catwalk, sword in hand, coming in. How much damage?
7.
All right. Barely clinging to life, that one is. Ettercaps. Huh. So this terribly gunshot and injured Ettercap to the south drags its weary ass about 15 feet forward on the platform, staying behind the spider, keeping out of melee, but turns its attention over to Dora and hollers out in Aklo, "Return to your party!" Give me a will save.
Is it fear?
It is not.
18.
You keeping it?
Yep.
You feel a disorienting wave of compulsion fog your mind for a moment. You find yourself starting to begin the climb back down because doesn't the party seem so much more fun than this? And then Tima's like, fuck it, nothing's more fun than murder. You hold tight. Tima is up, having fought off this effect, clinging to the ladder.
Tima looks at that one and is
Yeah.
like, oh, no, love. and summons her cruelty again and casts Mind Thrust 3 on that bitter cap.
You've seen it. It is barely clinging to life.
I will not do that. I'll do Mind Thrust 1.
Got it. Does a 10 succeed?
Oddly, no.
How much damage?
16.
Blood, gore, ichor. My god. Falls to the ground, limp, lifeless. That's one dead nightmare, y'all.
And Vic is next. But
Vic will
he's
be next.
Lying on the ground.
He's exactly where he wants to be, trust me. The look on Johnny's face. He's so excited about what's going on.
Dams, you're a bigger spider than that.
Oh.
Combat advice for Deborah on the spider.
Vic, you're up. Where you were meant to be, on the ground between two giant spiders with a ranged weapon in hand. What do you do, my friend?
I'm going to delay and let Dabwick take their turn. Just sort of like continuing to dodge all these things that are happening at once.
Just waiting for Spiderwick.
Hopefully that someone will come and take care of one of these spiders.
So you could, Polly, you could easily, if you wanted to, take a 5-foot diagonal step out into nothingness and then take a full 2 bite attacks on that spider.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, this is cool.
This was the spider you gave me combat advice on, right?
Yep.
Yep,
All right, so the first attack is 25 to hit.
that's it.
5 points of damage.
Clinging to life, just barely clinging. You can finish it. Finish him.
Second attack, 26 to hit.
Yep.
5 points of
And
damage.
it drops. Spider on spider violence has led to spider death. Vic, if you want to go this round, you still holding?
No, I'm going.
Vic slides like a thief in the night back into the initiative order.
And
Now lying at the feet of only one giant spider. This one's untouched.
I narrow my eyes.
Yeah, you do. It's not going to be
Making
untouched for long.
my study target,
Uh-huh.
and I provoke firing the alchemical torch at it.
Natural 20.
Excellent.
Just a hit. 6 points of damage.
Oh!
And you feel its venom coursing through your veins. Give me a fortitude save.
16. And you know what?
It's all a dream, man.
It's all a
Blow
dream,
those
man.
points.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow those points. Yeah, I spent 2 points of inspiration. 3 points, so that makes it a 19.
And you fight off the effects of the venom.
Well done.
Give me that attack roll.
Eat this. 26.
Oh, man. Wow, great. Yeah, that's a hit.
11. And then I'm gonna reload and fire again, provoking again.
It doesn't seem to be able to take a second attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's too bad for you.
Yeah. The bloodied spider agrees that it is too bad for it.
And that is a that's a 30.
Oh my god.
And
This makes up for
that's
all
another
of the
12
rolling
points.
in
Yeah.
book 1.
That's another 12 points.
Yeah, you blow it away.
And plus another,
It is so dead, my friend.
when I blow that spider away, I get a grip point back.
Fantastic.
And literally covered in spider guts, blow smoke off the original alchemical torch and go, best dream ever.
And with that, we'll pick up here. That's the end of chapter 105.
Dang.
Oh man.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, JH, the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
Click the tab. Click the skills. Can you find skills?
Stop. Oh my god. Did you? Yes. Did you find that? Click the skills. Find the skills. Find the skills.
Are you looking on your sheet?
Are you even in
Have you
Roll20,
tried
bro?
turning it off and turning it on again?
Oh, I didn't mean to click tell me more. God damn it.